Healthcare is massively broken. Entrepreneurs are finding new ways to make us the CEO of our own health. And we're on the cusp of now witnessing some amazing breakthroughs. But there's more to health than the absence of disease.
If you look at the stress, sadness, physical pain, anger, and worry of people who are miserable at work, their pain looks more similar to the people who are totally unemployed than their other peers in the workplace. Think about that.
What are some of the country best practices that can help us understand from a country and a policy level how some improvements can be made?
If there's anything I think Rwanda has done consistently, it was because they've placed the people in the center. Without the centrality of the people, you can't get anywhere.
Democracy should deliver good things to the people.
What we have to recognize is how do government actions translate into well-being. It's not a separate process, it's an integrated process.
Health is not merely the absence of illness, but the complete state of mental, physical, and social well-being. That health is something we create as society and as communities, not solely as individuals.
The reason well-being is important is because it affects the decisions people make, whether that's at a societal level, whether that's at an organizational level, or whether that's at an individual level.
People want one place they can go to get all of their care. They don't want a meditation app here, a therapy app there, another app to get your medications delivered. They want one coherent experience.
We need to invest as much in the lives of our workers outside the workplace as we do to their lives inside the workplace.
I think the opportunity to be able to have both global discussions and then very granular discussion is what makes this special.
It's not about the drug. It's not the drug. There's a lot of things that we can get addicted to, but it's the underlying pain and trauma that we are self-medicating.
As health plans, as health providers, as health systems, and all the partners that we work with, no health plan, none of us really can do this on our own.
Every child in this country, whether you're public, private, or homeschooled, has a school superintendent that's in charge of their right to education. We don't have a right to health care, but every child in this country has a right to education. And that's why education becomes that area where we can solve big problems.
If we look at things like access to basic and essential health services, half of the world's population doesn't have access to those, and that is insane. Those populations can't wait another 20, 40, 60 years.
Decay of the stigma is making room for conversation, such as this one, but also in very practical ways within employers, for instance. And the challenge for us is how do we respond to that?
There has been this tendency for research to be Western-centric, and now we're going beyond that to take a much more globally inclusive approach. So for me, this wave of global well-being scholarship, I think, is the cutting edge.
Drawing a tight parallel between how we feed our bodies and the issues around that, to how we feed our minds and the issues around that. And that concept is infobesity.